Hey, what's up everybody, BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so I made this video a couple times. If you look at my therapy session list, you're going to see a therapy session missing. It's going to be BDF Therapy Session 498. Now I made a response to it, but I already know they're going to delete it, so I deleted it myself before they got a chance to. That's the reality of it. I said something about the vaccine in that video. Said some stuff I'm not going to repeat here, obviously, because I don't want it to be deleted, but some stuff that, you know, people are saying, and they deleted it. I didn't get a chance to see exactly what I said, because of course they're not going to quote you in your email when they tell you they've taken down your video, nor are they going to show you the video that you had taken down. My question to them is, where is my video? Is it in the cloud or is it just deleted? If it's in the cloud and I can't access it, there should be something illegal about that. That's what I have in mind right now. As far as the vaccine, man, hey, listen, it is what it is. I wasn't against people taking it. I was just against me taking it because I didn't think it was safe, man. And now that we're seeing evidence of people who have taken it passing away, having been healthy, 2 and 2 is going to always equal 4 in situations like that. Now we can act like we don't see what we see there, and we can word it differently so that it doesn't directly say, yo, that vaccine killed these people. But at the end of the day, we know that vaccine came out prematurely, man. We know that. One of the main documentaries made about COVID, it's about 4 hours, 5 hours long, when the COVID first hit the scene, it was said that it would take 2 years to complete a vaccine. And they dropped that thing in about 8 months. In my mind, that tells me that you guys rushed that process. And in my mind, that tells me any rush process that has the fate of the universe attached to it, so to speak, given the fact COVID was going to wipe us all out, y'all was going to shoot that thing in regardless because you didn't have any choice. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I resent being silenced about that vaccine, because every bit of evidence surrounding the situation tells me that you had all of the incentive in the world to tell us it was safe, even if it were not. So when I look at that, my brain tells me to stay far away from what it is that you've given us. Because for one, I don't see enough evidence in this world, particularly in our country, that you actually want people to be healthy. When I look at all the cultures that you agree upon, some of the foods that y'all let into our system, they're meant to make us unhealthy. So why am I going to trust the same people who allow some of this stuff to be everyday culture? We know it's making people obese. We know it's making people sick. We know it's causing heart disease. We know the same Food and Drug Administration who's allowing some of this stuff in. I'm supposed to trust them when it comes to some experiment. I'm supposed to trust them when it comes to the fast, you know, the microwave vaccine that y'all had to make real quick out of necessity for the sake of COVID spreading like crazy. The math didn't add up, y'all. And if I'm going to risk my health for the sake of saving myself from something that's imminently going to be fatal, I gotta know that what I'm putting in my body is also not going to be fatal. And while you guys say that because the Food and Drug Administration, or whoever it was, if I'm got that wrong, if it was a different administration, because you had some people agree that this thing is safe, I'm supposed to now be silenced in regards to my skepticism about what it is that they're saying? To the point where you're going to silence me? I ain't silenced me on any other conversation I've ever had. But when it comes to this vaccine, it's mum's the word. That makes that more suspicious in and of itself. Do you not see that angle? The fact that y'all gonna quiet everybody who has anything to say about it, but won't quiet anybody about any other conversation. But when it comes to this, bam. One of the things that I said this morning in regards to that video that I do remember saying was that they are giving illegal immigrants the vaccine for free. Y'all won't give them food, cash aid. Y'all won't give them shelter. Y'all ain't giving them medication for different things. Y'all won't give them nothing, but y'all be quick to give them that vaccine, though. Should I not raise flags as well? Everything about how you're handling this, everything about how fast that vaccine came out, the inconsistencies about how COVID actually behaved, as it pertains to bodies being thrown in freezers in New York and all of a sudden it's not even hurting nobody anymore. Like, it was no consistency about the COVID itself. It was not a very consistent thing. Sometimes you guys were reporting it like it was going to kill off everybody. Other times you were reporting it like it wasn't that big of a deal. New variants come up in key moments. When there's a new election, suddenly a new variant comes up. When there's a war about to start, suddenly a new variant comes up. It just looks controlled to me. And then when I look at how much work y'all go through to silence people who are trying to detract from otherwise the just overall trust in it, it just, again, further reinforces red flags. I stayed away from that vaccine because I didn't think it was safe, and I didn't trust the people who were giving it to us, and I thought they were under duress trying to save the world with little time left. Scientists spending 20 hours, 25 hours not sleeping, 30 hours, 40 hours not sleeping, trying to rush this thing so they could save the world. I thank them for that. But at the same time, I say, when you rush something like that, what are the long-term adverse effects? Not everybody's built the same. As I mentioned a couple days ago, I have a friend of mine, we'll smoke the same joint and we have different effects on our body in regards to what it is that we smoke. Now, not to compare this to that, but I'm saying bodies are different. Not everybody reacts to things the same way. So who did you make that for and who did you not? And if it's supposed to be 100% safe, show me anything at all that is 100% safe. The only thing that you can show me that is 100% safe in everybody's body is this vaccine. Why is that? A vaccine that usually takes 2 years to make, that y'all rushed in 8 months. Now it's supposed to be the only thing in the world that everybody can take, that nobody's gonna get sick by. But yet we see evidence of otherwise. And I'm still not allowed to express my doubt or my skepticism or my concern, for the fear that I'm gonna actually convince other people that what it is that I see with all these damn red flags that are clear as hell, are to be ignored. Not because I don't see them, but because I'm supposed to be afraid I'm going to be silenced for saying so. Red flag. I'm telling y'all, it's not just the vaccine that was suspicious. It was the way they handled it. It's everything around it. It's as if anybody who asks any questions needs to shut up as opposed to just being proven wrong. You forced it upon us in a time where we would be more than welcome in taking something like that. And yet, it's supposed to be taboo that we don't ever question it. Nothing about that is worth trusting in my mind. Nothing about it. Only thing I trusted is that COVID appeared to be killing people. A vaccine was most definitely needed, but a rushed vaccine was something that was not to be trusted, and something that would otherwise not be up for approach, something that would be above reproach rather. In regards to medication, that's wrong. That's not just suspicious, that's just flat out wrong. So y'all can silence me. I'm not going to say this, that, and the third that's going to ultimately get me knocked around anymore. But me expressing my skepticism about how not only the vaccine was provided to us, but also how it's being handled in regards to trying to convince everybody to take it, it's suspicious, man. It mirrors so many other things that otherwise need to be questioned when this is what's going on around something. I need you all to know how suspicious you look when you do this to people when they speak on this vaccine. It doesn't promote any confidence to take it. It doesn't promote any confidence not to speak about the skepticism at hand. If anything, you are making me feel very confident that I'm barking up the right tree when I do so. I had my skepticism about COVID itself, and I lost somebody to COVID, so I know it was killing people. But what it was and how it was activated, that it wasn't this or that, I don't know. I don't know what. And I'll be the first one to tell you I don't know what. But I know there was no consistency in regards to what it is that we were seeing in New York and back east during the height of COVID versus what we were seeing in other places. What we were seeing in Italy was not what we were seeing in my neighborhood. I don't know why it was so much stronger over there than it was over here. I don't know why suddenly it wasn't important that we had bodies in freezers like they had in New York. Suddenly it just wasn't killing like that. Maybe it was just the vaccine. Maybe the vaccine just worked. Is that what it was? Or did COVID just back off? It got to a point, at one point, it was so many bodies dropping that y'all couldn't even put everybody in the morgue. Then it just kind of calmed down after a while. There's no consistency to that. All that was there was a lot to question. A whole lot to question. And every so once in a while, a new variant comes up. Lately, the last variant I heard was attacking people who were taking the vaccine. They're finding this variant more so in vaccinated people than non-vaccinated people. And that is not me spreading misinformation. That is me reminding everybody what it is they may have already seen. These reports were out 2 weeks ago. All I'm saying is, people don't have anything to hide. Don't act suspicious. And everything about how y'all handle this is suspicious. Everything about how y'all handle this vaccine was suspicious. Nothing about that actually added up to me, in my little brain. The timing, the way that y'all force people to take it, the way that y'all try to silence people from expressing their concerns, that right there gave you away. Anytime you try to suppress people from expressing their concerns about something that is rushed in nature, that is supposed to be applicable to everybody when not anything is applicable to everybody, and that right there tells me that we're barking at the right tree when we question whether or not you are on the up and up for silencing us when we talk about it. So y'all need to understand, I may not have been barking up the right tree as it pertains to what I said, but you are telling me that there's more to question in regards to this thing. Even if I was a pro-vax person all the way that y'all are acting makes me wonder if I'm right for being that. You gotta know that. You're showing yourselves. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.